They wake up tired, sleep 10 hours, still exhausted. Simple conversations feel like marathons. Grocery shopping requires 2-day recovery. Everyone says just rest more, but rest doesn't help anymore. Today, 3 objects reveal the psychology of people who feel emotionally exhausted all the time. And while you're not lazy, you're carrying invisible weight. Rachel slept 12 hours, woke up drained. Marcus took 3 days off, came back more tired. Not laziness, emotional depletion. These objects witnessed exhaustion. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends because this validation is necessary. Comment, are you always tired? Here we go.
MUGSY here. Rusty blue ceramic mug. I held coffee during mornings. Someone woke up exhausted despite sleeping enough. My owner, Rachel, 28, social worker, slept 12 hours. Woke up feeling like she'd run marathon. Friends, you slept 12 hours. How are you still tired? Rachel couldn't explain. Body rested. Mind exhausted. Not physical tired, emotional tired. I was there. Rachel made coffee in me, sat in silence. 12 hours sleep, 0 energy. This is psychology of emotionally exhausted. They're not tired from doing, they're tired from feeling. Physical exhaustion, body needs rest, sleep fixes it. Emotional exhaustion, soul needs rest, sleep doesn't touch it. Rachel's job, social worker, helping trauma survivors, every day absorbed others' pain, held their grief, managed their crises, carried their emotions. 8 hours work. Came home carrying 20 people's emotional weight. Sleep couldn't fix that. Rest couldn't either. Different kind of tired. They give more than they have. Coworker asks favor, can you cover my shift? Rachel already exed. Who stood inside us anyway? Friend called crying. Can you talk? Rachel emotionally depleted. Listened for 2 hours anyway. Family needed help. Can you handle this? Rachel had nothing left, did it anyway. Gave. Never received. Emotional bank account empty. Kept writing checks? That's not tiredness. That's depletion. They feel other people's emotions as their own. Friend happy. Rachel felt their joy intensely. Friend sad. Rachel absorbed their pain deeply. Friend anxious. Rachel carried their worry heavily. Emotional sponge, soaked up everything, couldn't wring it out. Doctor visit, you're healthy, blood work normal, maybe try exercising. Rachel, I'm not physically sick, I'm emotionally drowning. Doctor didn't understand, ran more tests. Found nothing because exhaustion wasn't in blood, was in soul. They can't explain why they're tired. Family, what did you do today? Rachel, work. Family, that's it. You're exhausted from just work. They didn't see managing 15 emotional crises, de-escalating 3 panic attacks, holding space for 5 trauma stories, absorbing countless pain, giving endless empathy. Looked like just work. Felt like carrying world. I held Rachel's coffee during mornings where 12 hours sleep felt like nothing. She stopped saying, I'm tired, started saying, I'm drained, not lazy, depleted.
Spoony here, plastic spoon. I stirred ramen during nights. Someone maintained perfect facade while drowning inside. My owner, Marcus, 30 IT manager, at work, energetic, helpful, reliable, at home, collapsed, on couch, couldn't move. Coworkers, Marcus is always so upbeat. Marcus alone couldn't even change clothes. Ate cereal for dinner 3 nights straight, too exhausted to cook, too drained to care. They perform normalcy at work, collapse at home. Work, Marcus smiled, joked, solved problems, attended meetings, helped everyone. Home, Marcus, silent, motionless, staring at wall, couldn't answer simple questions. Used every ounce energy performing fine at work, had nothing left for home. Partner, why are you fun at work but exhausted with me? Marcus, I spend all day pretending I'm not drowning. When I get home, I can finally stop pretending. Work got performance, home got truth. They have no energy for basic tasks. Laundry, been sitting in basket 3 weeks. Dishes piled in sink 5 days. Groceries, eating crack. Curs because shopping feels impossible. Shower, considered major achievement. Friends, just do it. It takes 5 minutes. Marcus, I don't have 5 minutes of energy. I'm operating on fumes. Not lazy, not choosing mess. Too depleted to function. They cancel plans, not because they don't care, because they can't. Friends, birthday party Friday, Marcus excited, Tuesday exhaustion hit. Friday came, couldn't go. Friend, angry, you always cancel, you don't care about me. Marcus, I care so much it hurts, but I physically cannot show up, I have nothing left. Cancelled plans equals conservation mode, survival strategy, not disinterest. They need days to recover from simple social events. Coffee with friend, 1 hour, Marcus recovery, 3 days. Friend, it was just coffee. Marcus, I managed facial expressions, monitored tone, engaged appropriately, suppressed my exhaustion, performed interest, maintained conversation. That's not just coffee, that's emotional Olympics. Social interaction isn't relaxing, it's labor. I stirred Marcus's ramen during nights where existing felt like achievement. He stopped apologizing for exhaustion, started protecting his energy like life support.
Spike here, steel fork. I sat at table during quiet weekends, someone chose rest over everything else. My owner, James, 32 nurse, weekend invitations, parties, dinners, events. James declined all friends. You never do anything. You're wasting your life. James, I'm not wasting life. I'm protecting it. They're not antisocial. They're conserving. James worked 12-hour hospital shifts, managed life or death decisions, held dying patients' hands, comforted grieving families, absorbed trauma daily. Weekend came, friends wanted parties. James wanted silence, not because hated people, because had no emotional bandwidth left. Conservation mode, survival strategy. They prioritize recovery over socializing. Friend, just come out for 1 hour. James, that 1 hour costs me 3 days recovery. I can't afford it. Friend, that's dramatic. James, my energy is currency. I'm bankrupt. 1 hour socializing is 3-day expense. I can't pay. Friend, you're being selfish, James. I'm being honest about my capacity. Different values. They valued connection. He valued survival. They feel guilty for protecting themselves. Declined invitation, felt guilty. Stayed home alone, felt guilty. Chose rest over plans, felt guilty. Society says saying no is selfish. Staying home is wasteful. Rest is lazy. James internalized all that. Felt bad for self-preservation. Therapy helped. You're not selfish. You're practicing sustainable living. You can't pour from empty cup. James, I don't have cup anymore. I have thimble, barely holding drops. Therapist, then protect those drops. They're keeping you alive. They need permission to stop. James gave himself permission. I am enough. Resting is enough. Surviving is enough. Stopped apologizing for boundaries. Stopped explaining exhaustion. Stopped justifying rest. Just protected what remained. I sat at James's table during weekends where doing nothing was doing everything. He stopped calling it wasting life, started calling it preserving life, not avoiding, protecting.
3 patterns, 3 validations, 3 truths. MUGSY held coffee during mornings where 12 hours sleep meant nothing, not tired from doing, but tired from feeling. Emotional sponge absorbing everything, giving beyond empty, drained, not lazy. Spoony stirred ramen during nights performing normalcy, then collapsing work mask, home collapse. Basic tasks impossible, canceling is survival, social interaction is labor. Spike sat at table during weekends protecting what remained conservation, not antisocial, energy as currency, bankruptcy, permission to preserve life, not waste it. You're not lazy for being exhausted, not dramatic for needing recovery, not selfish for protecting energy. You're emotionally depleted, that's valid, that's real, that's survivable. Hit like if you're always tired. Share with anyone who doesn't understand your exhaustion. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends. We validate struggles no one sees. Question: are you emotionally exhausted? What drains you most? Comment your experience. You're not lazy. You're carrying invisible weight.